much. And now I would like to invite our first speaker of the night, and that is our guest of honor, Commander Glenn Woolfrey. Commander, the floor is yours. And I will just stop sharing my screen here so we can all see you. Just bear with me just a second as I stop sharing my screen. And there you go. Thank you,
And
sir.
you can see me?
Yes, sir, we can see you, sir.
Excellent. Okay, Mr. Davis, Mr. Brennan, Mr. D'Souza, Commander Drury, Councillors Best, Cluett, Ali, and De Lorenzo, other dignitaries, parents, families, and friends of NLCC Adventure. I'm honored and privileged for the opportunity to be this year's reviewing officer, most likely my last review before I retire from the RCN after 43 years. Although we would most likely have done this review in person, we had to adapt and persevere. And today we have seen the efforts of the Corps, but more specifically, the accomplishments of the cadets of NLCC Adventure, reviewing their past year's successes. I'd like to start off with a quote from a great admiral that I met during my royal visit in 1991, when he was a liaison officer who rose through the ranks to Rear Admiral and held the position of Maritime Forces Atlantic. Rear Admiral Dave Gardam said, "As citizens of our country, we have a profound responsibility to build the nation of tomorrow and to ensure its ongoing freedom and prosperity. Our youth and the way that we invest in them, in their development, is sacred trust, because today's young people are tomorrow's leaders and decision makers." It all must start somewhere. And for NLCC Adventure, it was because of the visionary approach of your commanding officer, Lieutenant Paul Seamus, and Mr. Don D'Souza, president of the Milton branch of Navy League, that we are able to meet here, although virtually today, in the town of Milton. But you know, it takes a village to raise a child. And that is what is happening here in Milton with the many volunteers, family and friends, the Navy League branch of Milton and the town of Milton, but more specifically, the fine officers and cadets of NLCC Adventure. It's not easy in the best of times to create opportunities on shoestrings of funding. And to the credit of these 5 officers, Paul, Monica, Catherine, Mike, and Derev, they have been able to build a corps of cadets from when you stood up on January 17, 2020, from 27 cadets and 5 officers to a registered corps size of 65 cadets, all doing it mainly through remote learning. I realize that you were forced to cease the in-person training after only 8 weeks, but your efforts to persevere, given the circumstances with the pandemic, has proven your resilience and commitment to succeed despite an adverse situation. So congratulations, NLCC Adventure. The presentations of today were just excellent. I would like to thank you for such amazing work and effort that you put into presenting this virtually today. From what I hear, this has been indicative of all you do throughout the year, which is incredible. I've heard about your online shout outs to the first responders, the tribute to the International Women's Day, and your virtual remembrance services. As well, your officers have told me about some of the many presentations that you have had from various guest speakers in nautical subjects, but also the NASA. How cool is that, eh? You not only had heard from NASA, you also engaged in building rockets and in some cases launching them, but under supervision, of course, which is important. Great work, cadets. We should always stay focused on the vision of the cadet program, which is to be relevant, credible, and proactive in the youth development while offering a program of choice for Canada's youth. This will help prepare them to become leaders of tomorrow through a set of fun, challenging, well-organized, and safe activities. And based on what I've seen and heard today, you've accomplished that. Let me close by saying a big thank you to the officers of the Corps for helping to ensure the development of youth here so that they can contribute to the good citizenship and leadership of tomorrow. You should never underestimate the power of influence that you have on these young people that you are so dedicated to during the time that they spend in the cadet program. I personally can tell you that these young individuals that you help shape early on in their lives will always remember their experience as a youth, and through your dedication and commitment with the foundation of respect, dignity, confidence, and leadership that will help them through later in life. To the parents, many volunteers, the town, and various other organizations, but specifically the Milton branch of the Naval League of Canada who support this Corps, thank you. Thank you for continuing to do your part in the development of our youth for tomorrow. But more specifically, the young cadets that are here before you today, whom you continue to inspire and motivate throughout our not so normal times. Finally, to the cadets, for your commitment to persevere and adapt during these crazy times of the pandemic. You should all be very proud of your personal accomplishments for this year, but the accomplishments of the Corps, because without you, there is no Corps, there is no program, and that would be an injustice. You are our future, astronauts, microbiologists, entrepreneurs, business persons, tradespeople, doctors, generals, admirals, maybe even prime minister. And it's all made possible because you started here in the cadet program. As you've heard in my bio, I started at the Navy League Cadet Corps Apollo in Streetsville in 1971. Therefore, I've been serving in uniform for almost 50 years. And honestly, believe it was because my parents thought it would be a good idea to be part of this organization. I can tell you that still to this day, I reflect on this start in my life, which helped me to become the Formation Chief of the Naval Reserve, Commanding Officer of the HMCS Star, and where I am today as the Naval Reserve Senior Advisor, Intelligence and Sea, and the Chief Operating Officer of a major franchise company in Canada. Once again, thank you. I feel very fortunate to have been a part of today's annual review ceremony for NLCC Adventure, and I wish you all the success for your future, wherever it may take you. Thank you, CO.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Wayne Davies, Vice President of Navy League Ontario Division, to say a couple of words.
Good afternoon, everyone. You see me okay?
Yes,
sir. Good afternoon, sir.
First of all, I'd like to thank for you inviting me to see how NLC Adventure is done throughout the year, and I've followed along with your Facebook throughout the year and talking to Sir Don several times throughout the year on what's going on and what we can do and what we can't do. But I'd really like to thank the officers, the volunteers, and the cadets, along with their parents, showing up week after week, because it's one thing to do this in person and another thing to do this virtually and make it interesting and making it so that everybody wants to be here. And they've done that. They've made it so you want to be here, but they've also shown you different things, and you've learned different things that you wouldn't have necessarily learned in other years, like the space program that you've done, your rocket building and stuff that maybe would have not fitted into an in-person program. So thank you to all of you that have made this happen, especially the volunteers, the town of Milton and their support to the program, and the many supporters that you have in the Milton area. So thank you to everyone, and this was a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Is Mr. Eamon Brennan on board today?
No, sir. I haven't seen him on board, sir.
Okay. How about Commander Drury? Commander Drury? Commander Drury is our Ontario Division Commander. He is our boss in the officer side. So, sir, if you don't mind saying a couple of words for us.
No problem. Do you see me all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I just want to first of all say good afternoon to everybody, and especially your reviewing officer. That was a great speech. Thank you very much, sir. I think I've met you before. I think we were at HMCS Star a few times, so it's always nice to see you. To the staff, I want to thank you very much for a great job. You guys have done a fantastic job this year. And after watching this presentation, I'm thinking what you've done virtually, I'd love to see what you guys could do in person. It's phenomenal, the amount of stuff you guys have done. I was actually just yesterday out flying my model airplane, which when I was watching the rockets, I was thinking, I remember doing that when I was a kid too. So I'm just learning to be a pilot, a model airplane pilot. So just keep that in mind. As you grow older, you can continue to learn stuff, right? To the cadets, let's hope we can see each other in September. It would be nice to be back in a building where we can actually participate and maybe do even more stuff. So great job today, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in the future.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, our strong supporter from the Royal Canadian Legion, Lieutenant Colonel Bob Elliott. If you don't mind saying a couple of words, sir, we would appreciate to hear from you.
Yes, way back in January of 2019, prior to all the shutdowns, and there was some talk of some virus overseas, but we didn't think it'd ever get around here. I did have the pleasure of being your first reviewing officer.
That's right.
And at the time, I believe you had in the vicinity of 30 or 35 cadets, and I'm pleased to see you're now up to 65, growing in spite of the challenges brought about by the pandemic. I'm very impressed with what you've been able to do virtually. So congratulations to the cadets, and especially the leaders who made it all possible for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, we wouldn't mind hearing a little bit from our city councillors who are here today. And we would like to hear a little bit from Councillor Colin Best. Sir, if you don't mind saying a couple of words.
Sir, I don't see Colin Best on the platform. I think so. He just received a phone call. He had to leave, sir.
Okay. How about Mike Cluett? Is he here today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mike, can you say a couple of words to us?
There we go. Sorry about that. Sitting in the cars, been just a minute sitting here and enjoying the all the great award recipients from all the cadets. I just wanted to extend my thanks to all the leaders, the officers, for putting together this program. They've done an exceptional job, starting off relatively small at 35 to grow to the size that we're at now, and I can only see bigger and better things going forward. To the parents and the volunteers for the cadets, thank you for doing everything that you do to make these events, whether they be virtual or in person, a success. And most importantly, to the cadets, you have done an exceptional job. I'm really impressed with everything that has been done. You've pivoted very well during all of this. Hats off to you for that. And hopefully, as we all continue to get vaccinated and continue to follow the public guidelines, we're going to be able to see each other very soon. And I can't wait for to see them all in person and to see all of your all of the things that we do throughout the course of the year. So thank you very much. Thank you for everybody in attendance here today. It is an honor to be here. Just an exceptional job, everybody. Bravo Zulu, and take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. And look at the vacation in the car watching us. So thank you, sir, for doing that. And one more councillor I'd like to ask to say a few words, who's been with us since the very beginning, is Councillor Samira Ali. Samira, if you don't mind saying a couple of words, we'd appreciate to hear from you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. So honored to be here today to witness the awards and all the hard work that has gone into, the last year, and making sure that spirits remain lifted and the morale keeps high. I am so happy to see the effort put in by the teammates, the officers, and most importantly, the cadets. And I am so proud of all of you. And one thing I'm particularly proud of is to see the diversity and inclusion that I see here today. Milton is truly represented in all the cadets I see, in all the names that I just heard. So bravo Zulu to all of you. because I can tell you this is not something that happened overnight. Special effort was put into making sure that Milton is properly represented in the cadets who are part of this amazing team of adventurers. So hats off to the officers for all the hard work they did. Hats off to the parents who are making that special effort to make sure their kids have the pride and joy of being a Canadian, and to cultivate that sentiment that these kids will carry on forward to make sure that our future generations are also proud of who we are and the wonderful history we have as Canadians. Thank you to all who have joined today, and I'm honored and pleasured to have been part of this journey from day one. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining today.
And in conclusion, I'd like to ask Mr. Don D'Souza, our stalwart president of our branch, to say a couple of words. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Just a couple of words, couple of beautiful words. Bravo, Zulu. It means a lot to this amazing dream team, I say. Amazing team, a team of officers, volunteers, and especially the cadets. You know, once again, sir, thank you to our honored guest, you know, especially the town councillors, Glenn Woolfrey here, member from the Legion, Bob Elliott, my friend Wayne Davis, and can't forget the captain of the ship, Paul Simmons here, you know. Amazing work here, my friend, amazing. Without this dream team, I will never be successful, you know. As I said, I'm so blessed to have you all a part of this amazing adventure, I would say. Thank you for everything you guys do. And can't forget these cadets. Last 1 year, the passion, the dedication, the commitment. Well done to these cadets. I just, there's no words to express. These kids did an amazing job. You know, we started from a platform, from in person, and we just kept on growing and growing and growing. And Councillor Samira Ali just mentioned that. We just, COVID did not stop us, you know, and we just kept on growing and growing. This just because of the program, what we offer in Milton. And thank you, Samira Ali, just for, you know, helping us being the part of our program, working with the Navy League of Canada Milton branch. I really appreciate your support. Can't forget Mike Cluett, as well as Colin Bess, Rick Lorenzo, especially helping us out being a, so that's the reason we have a strong team in Milton. We are so blessed to have Town of Milton on our side, working with the cadet program. Bravo Zulu to everyone. Last but not least, there is one special award tonight. You know, it's the highest award a naval officer can receive. And anybody has some guess who should be getting that award? Okay, I'm not going to keep that award holding.
I feel like everyone should.
Okay, yes, I know everybody deserves an officer award. I know everybody's an officer on this team.
The captain should.
Oh, the captain should. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So we got the highest Navy League award given to a Navy League officer. It's called the Meritorious Service Award, goes to one and only our captain, Paul Simmons. Here you go.
Well
look at that. Bravo Zulu.
Thank you, everybody.
Well done, Paul.
A Navy League officer can receive.
Thank you.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Captain.
it.
Thank you being there. My sidekick as always, you know, day and night. Thank you, sir. And thank you, everyone. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody, for everything today. This concludes our ceremony, our sunset ceremony and awards. And I'm so thankful to everyone who participated today and being here. Thank you, Commander Woolfrey, for being our honored guest today. Thank you, Commander Drury, for providing us with our support. thank you everybody for your congratulatory messages. My phone is going crazy here, so thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. We are, as Mr. Don D'Souza said, we are a wonderful team. And we, I would say even more than a team, we become a family and we're growing together. And when you graduate from our Navy League Cadet program, we're still here in our Sea Cadet program. So don't forget, when you turn 12, we're here for you as well. The same officers will continue with you all throughout in the Sea Cadet program as well. So thank you, Mr. Wayne Davies, for your fantastic support of our program. Mr. Bob Elliott for being there for us since the very beginning. Councillors Best, Councillor Cluett, Councillor Ali, and Councillor Di Lorenzo, for your incredible support. We are, as Mr. D'Souza said, blessed to have you, and we really appreciate the town of Milton doing what they can for us. And our newest officer candidate, Mr. Richard Lewis, who's joining us as well. So thank you, sir, for taking the bait and joining our team. And of
Thank
course,
you, Lieutenant.
and of course, our officers, volunteers, who I have said countless times have provided lots of support, volunteer hours, and our cadets for being members of this wonderful adventure and our adventure family. So thank you very much, everybody. And that concludes our day. We're a little bit behind, but thank you for your patience. Thank you, everyone. I wish everyone a wonderful weekend. And stay tuned. We are going to have, as the province opens, we are planning to have day camps over the summer. And if we're not allowed to have day camps in person, we will have online activities as well. Okay, so stay tuned on our WhatsApp and our communications, and we will continue to do activities every now and then. Not every week, so today was our last day, but we will continue throughout the summer. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or comments they want to say?
The ice cream truck is calling me. I really need to go.
There you go. The ice cream is
Way to go,
calling.
Noah.
Everybody wants to go. So
That's
thank
a
you,
good one. That's a
everybody.
good one.
I salute you all, and we will see you. Have a wonderful weekend and a happy summer, and we'll be talking to you throughout the summer. Thank you,
Brother-
everybody.
Brother Paul and
Thank
LCC
you.
Adventure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Good job.
Commander Woolfrey. Thank you, Commander
Thank you.
Drury.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Bye.
everybody.
Congrats.
Congratulations
Thank you,
to
sir.
everybody.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Commander.